Hello, and welcome to this installment of Writer Interviews with Bridget McDonagh. I'm your host, Bridget McDonagh. Tonight's guest is Michael J. McDonagh. 2 weeks ago, Craig Boyack invited Mr. McDonagh to do a post for the Writing Process blog tour. This is that post. Good evening, Daddy, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get down to business. What are you working on currently?
Right now I'm finishing up the very last edits I will ever do to my manuscript, Velvet Falls, unless someone pays me to do more. And I also have a temporarily shelved work in progress that I have codenamed Project Orange that will be the next process I go through.
Interesting. So how does your work differ from others in that genre?
How is my work different from other commercial to literary, upmarket, humorous, satirical, concept fiction?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Being different isn't a huge issue for me. I don't clearly fit into any specific genre, which I've found has made it very appealing to some agents and less appealing to others, with literary agents being the ones that show the most interest in my work.
I see. So tell me, Michael, what makes you write what you write?
I write what I write because I see the world through a satirist's eyes. I see things that are funny, and I, as you probably know, having me raise you, see humor in even situations that aren't particularly funny at the time. So that is my voice as a writer, as well as my voice as your daddy.
What is that process like for you, and how does your writing process work?
I go through a process that is so organic, I'm not even sure I can call it a process. My first manuscript was very different from my second, beginning to end. The second one, which is the one I'm revising now, has been through a number of stages of its life cycle. And as I head into my third, I think that project, which is somewhat different, is going to take an entirely different process. So I can't honestly say that I have anything I could call a writing process.
And this is our last question. Why do you like to put humor into your writing?
I think humor is an incredibly important emotion, and I think it's an emotion that is largely overlooked in most types of literary and even commercial fiction. And so I like putting humor there because it's important to me, and also because, as you know, I'm almost incapable of not.
Well, that's about all the time we have. This is Bridget McDonagh saying thanks for watching Daddy Stop on the Writing Process blog tour. Good night, America, and Nigeria, and Canada, and the whole world.